This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. Happy New Year to everyone. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, come on in, you know the routine. Please like, share, subscribe. This week takes me back to the usual Walmart. Have to pick up the usual things for the house, as well as find another Dollar Tree, and of course I have my Amazon and eBay pickups. But before I actually get into that, I'm one of these crazy individuals. Not only do I collect the movies, I actually watch them. And from time to time I like to share with you what I watched for the week. And to kick this week off is going to be a Dollar Tree pick. This is the 2018 version of Future World, not to be mistaken with the 1976 Future World, which I believe was followed up by Westworld, or vice versa. Westworld started, can't remember offhand. But this is a futuristic, kind of dystopian type of future where don't give it too many details though, but everyone seems to be after this one particular robot in more ways than one. Has some pretty big names in there. You have James Franco, you have Mila Jovovich from Resident Evil, Method Man, the rapper, he has a small part in there. Snoop has a part in there also. Very interesting film. It's kind of a Mad Max, Road Warrior meets Blade Runner type of movie. So it's interesting. Mila Jovovich was, to me, the badass in here. James Franco was just kind of a psychotic lunatic though. But interesting movie. Get a chance if you find it at your Dollar Tree. Future World. My next pick is actually an old school pick. This is actually from 1968. I've never seen this before. It's a Steve McQueen film called The Thomas Crown Affair. It has Faye Dunaway, Yaphet Kotto has a small part in there. It has kind of an Ocean's 11, not the original Ocean 11, it's the George Clooney Ocean's 11 type of feel to it. It's a heist type of movie, but it's just, if you know Steve McQueen, he's like the king of cool, especially for that time period. The only person I can really equate Steve McQueen to in current day might be Daniel Craig, the new Bond. It's just that level of cool jazz music. Faye Dunaway, very sexy. The chemistry between her and Steve McQueen is incredible. So get the opportunity, like old school, very old school cool type movies, check out The Thomas Crown Affair with Steve McQueen. My next pick is a Netflix pick. Just only 3 episodes in. It's called The Silent Sea. It's another Korean Netflix film. It's this group of astronauts going to the moon to retrieve something. It's a little unclear at this point. Suspenseful, interesting. Again, I'm only 3 episodes in, so it's keeping me interested. Not very high paced, it's more suspenseful than action. So if you like sci-fi, suspenseful action, maybe kind of the level of Alien, Sigourney Weaver's Alien, you might want to like this. I'm kind of digging it right now. So The Silent Sea. My last pick for the week, my son and I, we watched 4 episodes so far. He didn't want to mess around and watch the whole thing at once. I guess he wanted to kind of savor it and watch it throughout the week. It's Netflix Cobra Kai 4th season. You have all the usual suspects back. For Ralph Macchio is, of course, he's back. And interesting storyline. Added a few new characters. Some characters you might recognize from, I think, Karate Kid 3 maybe? Karate Kid 2 or 3. Some of those old characters are actually coming back. So we're 4 episodes in. The storyline is very interesting. Decent action. Very cool picture. Doing the thing I love the most. Watching TV shows, watching movies with people I love the most. Right now, my son. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. And if you need some hints on how to relax, pay attention to Shaka and Shira. They're the king and queen of relaxing right now, as you can see.
Well, didn't find any physical media, but found some physical waste. During the pandemic last year, they were asking like $50, $75 for like one of these. Got both these for $41, so I'm still balling on a budget. We are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. And not a really big pickup today. This is what I picked up at Walmart. Not shit. This is what I picked up at Dollar Tree. Yeah, not shit. Pickings are pretty slim. If you hear any noise in the background, it's my wife and a friend. They're watching Bourne Identity. One of the Bourne movies, the first Bourne movie. But I'm going to scan these in. Basically, is what I picked up on Amazon. This is fresh off the delivery truck. And some other stuff in there that I personally think are some banging picks. So give me a minute. Let me get these scanned in, and we'll get right into it. First, let's see what's in the Amazon bag. I think I know what this is, but let's see anyway. Amazon's been having these, or they have this clip coupon, and I'm not sure what the rhyme or reason is behind it though. So I'm constantly checking my shopping list to see what's gone on sale, if it's gone on sale, and this is one of the items that went on sale. So let me open this up and check it out. This is a Paramount pick, John Travolta, The General's Daughter. I know I had this on DVD. Might have had this on VHS at one time. Honestly, can't remember if I've seen this or not. That's one of the beauties, one of the great things about having a movie collection. After a decade or so, kind of forget some of the details of the movie or forget the movie altogether. So watching is almost like a new watch. The General's Daughter, John Travolta, Paramount pick. And this is fresh off the Prime Amazon van. Next one, my wife and I watched this, I think last weekend, Presidio. Mark Harmon and Sean Connery. Big time 80s flick. From the background music to the fonts and the title and the end credits, very late 80s, early 90s movie though. Kind of slow, more of a suspense thriller. Another Paramount pick. I think it's another Amazon coupon clip that I picked up. I bought on a budget, so gotta save money wherever I can. Decent watch. Definitely 80s feel. So if you're in the 80s movies, you definitely get a kick out of Presidio. It's interesting suspense thriller. Just watched this last night. Haven't seen this probably a good 10 years maybe or so. Last time it was on DVD. Excellent transfer to Blu-ray. Decent. Grace Jones, Chris Makepeace. Those are the two main characters. I believe the guy from 16 Candles, what's his name? Long Duck Dong. I believe this is the same guy who plays in this movie also. Kind of like the nerdy Asian guy. Very cool 80s hip vampire picture. Vamp. If you haven't seen this, definitely worth picking up. And Grace Jones is just one of her more impressive roles, even though she doesn't say a lot though, but just the scene that she has with this outfit, real dope. Vamp. Watched this a couple weeks ago. Love this. Dan DeVito, Billy Crystal. I forgot her name. She ended up, I think, dying shortly after this. She actually had a stroke when she actually did the movie. That's why her voice and speech is really gravelly and not very clear. She had a stroke. You might know her also from The Goonies. Fantastic movie. Love Billy Crystal. Danny DeVito is not his normally aggressive self. He's kind of a slow-witted, lovable guy, for lack of a better, description of him. One of my favorite scenes is the change scene the coin collection scene where he takes out the coin collection and shows it to Billy Crystal. If you haven't seen this, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Very touching moment. This is a MGM Orion MGM release, Throw Mama from the Train. .3D pick of the week, one of my 3D picks of the week, Henry and Julia. Their gangster und die Diva. I'm assuming that's the gangster and the diva. Vera Farmiga and James Caan, and of course Keanu Reeves. Never even seen this movie before, never even heard of this movie before. Probably one of those releases that was released just overseas. Another Keanu Reeves 3D movie that I have that probably no one's ever seen, let alone seen in 3D. So, very intrigued to see how the two of them actually work together. They don't really seem like they would have natural chemistry, but we'll see. Henry and Julia. My other 3D pick of the week is House of Good and Evil. Don't really recognize any of the stars: Jordan Rhodes, Christian Olivier or Oliver, and Rachel Marie Lewis. I think I have a bootleg copy of this, but didn't have a Blu-ray, let alone a Blu-ray 3D copy of this. So more than likely it's probably, usually with the German ones, they're just converted into 3D. So sometimes they're decent, sometimes they're kind of shitty. So we'll check this out, House of Good and Evil. Next is in my opinion, a remarkable television series that I never hear anyone talk about. I don't even know what to compare this series to. It's a little bit of Monty Python, a little sci-fi, fantasy. If you're someone that's religious, that's easily offended, don't watch this. You will be offended off your ass. So, but Preacher, fantastic show. I don't even know how to describe this without giving too much away. Basically, the preacher, this man, somehow obtains a godlike ability, and I'll leave it at that. Each season builds on the next season and gets crazier and crazier. Again, I just don't know really how to describe this show. AMC lasted 4 seasons. I don't know if you know how some seasons or some shows, they kind of drag on and they probably should have ended 3 seasons prior to when they actually ended. I think this was the perfect spacing, I guess, or perfect length of a television series. The season 2 right here. The last season was just completely off the chain. It was like they knew they weren't going to be on anymore, and they didn't hold back. This is season 2. Season 3. And I know I'm being rather vague. Yeah, that's really wild. This is season 3. Now they doubled up on that one. Season 3, and I guess it's not like Monty Python, but it has, especially in the last season, very Monty Python-esque type of humor. That is the final season. Again, if you just like really interesting, fun, sci-fi / fantasy type of series, check out Preacher. I can't compare this to anything else. And lastly, Shazam. I watched this as a kid on Saturday mornings. This was either before or after ISIS. I'm still waiting for ISIS to come out on Blu-ray. ISIS has a DVD set, the complete series. I think they were like $100 or $200. I'm like, yeah, you can suck my you know what. But anywho, Love this show as a child. Very interested to see how it looks now. It looks ultra cheesy, just like you need crackers just to eat this. So much cheese just oozing out. But unfortunately, I really thought this was, for some reason, I thought it was a Shout Factory. This is the Warner Brother Archives. Great work on the disc, but everything else, extras, yeah. Warner Archive doesn't really go the extra mile like Shout. Who else? Even Keanu. So, Warner Brothers, step up your game. But again, not a huge pickup for the week. But if you know me, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And this one, I got some bangers in here. So, you know the routine. I'm about to separate some of these from the plastic. Some of these are going to actually make the shelf. If you haven't seen the shelf yet, I'll probably show you that in a minute. Give me just a minute and I'll let you good people go on your merry way. Hold on. All right, I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule and kicking it with me about movies. These are probably these are gonna actually hit the shelf. These going back into artwork, into the folders. Again, if you made this far in the video, you haven't subscribed yet, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Help me out. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. If nothing else, give me a big thumbs up. Other than that, Happy New Year's. Let's hope 2022 is going to be better than the past two. And again, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Happy New Year. Peace.